Good morning, Friday, March 20th. I should say good warming because it is warming quick. Very, very warm temps here today on Friday and over the weekend. Not quite sure if that's any record highs associated with this warm that we're gonna feel here. Gonna feel like summer, gonna be sweating a little bit for sure. So beautiful day for golf. We survived the storms and craziness of last week. I want to remind you that Monday it felt like zero, and here we are on Friday and it's going to be 80 degrees. Can't make this stuff up, but hey, we're used to this here in Missouri, so I should say no big deal, but it certainly does make challenging for us. I think Wednesday we had some golfers that were like, greens are slow, and like, well, it was 0 degrees 2 days ago. I mean, we can't just flip things around that quickly. So we are scheduled for aerification this Sunday and Monday. Last tee time will be 1 p.m. on Sunday, and we're going to hit the ground running. We will get as many greens completed on Sunday as possible and then finish up on Monday. This is a double aerification process. We use some 5/8 solid tines at a 2x2 spacing that go about 4.5 inches deep. And then we use our Vertidrain unit, which are 1/2 inch solid on 4x4 spacings, and they go deep 8 inches. So about 8 inches on the deep tine and 4.5 inches on the 5/8 solid tine. So we'll get all that sand incorporated in those holes, and we'll start applying some fertilizer and get things growing in, and then it'll be back to the growth regulators and speed, dial her in. So I'm out spraying some nutrients today. One last opportunity to get on them before we aerify. I try not to put any heavy equipment on the greens after we aerify for a couple weeks, let them firm up. Otherwise we have ruts, little tire track ruts that aren't very deep, but whenever you have a green that you want to keep as smooth as possible and true as possible, I try to keep any grooves and ruts out of those. So big week for us this week. Getting these stumps finished, graded, finished with the sod cutting prep, and now we are sodding them. Started yesterday, we will complete sodding today. We'll get that watered, be good for the weekend, be a couple weeks, and that'll be all grown in, good to go. After the Sunday windstorm that turned into snow, a lot of sticks and debris out here, so we've spent all week long picking up sticks, cartloads and cartloads and cartloads of sticks, so that we can get mowers out here in the rough. The rough mowers are built and designed to mow grass, not to mulch up sticks everywhere. So we're trying to clean up as much as possible so we can get rough mowers out here. I know there's areas in the rough that are getting clumpy and tall and kind of nasty, and I want to mow them as much as you want to see them mowed. So really the majority of the rough is still pretty short, but we're starting to get some clumps. But want to get mowing some rough on a regular basis starting next week. It's just all clean up this week. So Monday we completed some clearing near the driving range, which was a safety hazard with golfers on 3T and golfers coming from the driving range unable to see those golfers at 3T. So it should be a lot better visibility as you're coming from the driving range back to the clubhouse. As you get up to the top of the hill, you should be able to see if there's anyone on 3T. Keep yourselves in a safe area. So all of our amenities are back out. Tees are back out. We've got ball washers back out now that we completed our sub-zero weather. We've got brand new bunker rakes out in the fairways. We have the same style bunker rakes throughout the golf course now. We phased out the old bunker rakes. So over the last 2 years, we've spent $4,000 or $5,000 on rakes for the membership to use and to rake yourself out of bunkers. It's a little embarrassing how many foot spots I see in bunkers from golfers that neglect the importance of raking themselves out. So hopefully that'll be a little better as the season gets on. Take a little pride in the golf course, and it's just proper golf etiquette. So getting long here already. We're finished with our pipe repair in the pond for the irrigation. Had to do it ourselves. Contractors were not helping out. So water is filling. We're going to be in a good spot. Have a great weekend. Stay cool. Drink water. Wear sunblock. We'll talk to you next week. Airification Sunday, Monday. Enjoy the weekend. Bye-bye.